Hello there folks, welcome back to class. My name is Queen and today we are in Excel. Let me open up my Excel so that we can get started with the video. If your Excel is already opened, go ahead and create a new workbook. And once you've done that, we are going to File, all the way down to Options. Go ahead and click on the Customize ribbon. On the right side of the pop-up, go ahead and click Developer Options and turn it on. Then hit OK to save the changes. Once you've done that, you're going to notice that the developer options will appear up here. If you click on it, you're going to see that you have Visual Basic for applications, you have the macros, and you have a bunch of settings here which are going to be really helpful in today's video. Our concern today is going to be on this record macro. Remember, you can create as many macros as possible so that you get rid of doing a lot of repetition in your Excel workbook. Here, what I mean is, let's say you have a lot of work to do and that work requires you to edit as many documents as possible the same way. For example, you have a title, let's say you have the name of employees like that, and what you need to do is to maybe increase the font and also center them and also change their font color and some stuff like that. I know you get the point. Now, if you have very many documents and you need to do this several times to get the work done, today we are going to do this using the VBA so you can do this using the record macro option. Remember, this is in Microsoft Office 2021. Now, what we need to do first is to select a cell where that macro is going to be affecting. The next thing is to hit the record macro button up here. When this pop-up comes, you are supposed to give the name to that macro. For example, you give it a descriptive name, which means that name describes what the macro does. Let me say that this is macro 1, and what it does is to edit title. You can also provide a shortcut. Here you can provide a shortcut like E for edit, or you can hold down Shift and click E. That is going to apply the shortcut there. You are also going to be asked where you can save this macro, and you have three options here. You can save it in the personal macro workbook, or as a new workbook, or in this workbook. The difference here is when you say that you want to save in this workbook only, it means that this macro can only work in this document, in this Excel workbook. And if, for example, you share it with a colleague or with your friend, you can also use the same macro. If you use personal macro workbook, it means every Excel workbook that is in your computer can use this macro. Once you're done with this, going to click on this workbook only, because this is a simple experiment. Now, in this, we have we have ways that we name this, and one way is that you cannot have a space between the name of the macro, so we need only one word. So let me just leave it that way, and then I'm going to hit OK. Once you do that, you're going to see that the recording has started, and then once you're done recording, you're going to hit the stop recording up here, and then it is going to save that macro. Now what we can do is to come back to our home and try to record something, and the way you record is just to do your editing, as simple as that. Just like that. Choose your font, choose something, apply filters here, fonts, and that way it is going to do the thing. When you're done, you come back to developer and you stop. Once you stop, everything is done. Now to see how this works, you can select a cell, write something inside, then you're going to your macros. This is the location where you can find all the macros that you've recorded. Click on it and then you're going to see them listed here. In our case, we only have one of them, so you just click on it and run your macro. Once you do that, you're going to see things happening. As you can see, that is what has happened. You can come here and also do something else and try to apply the macro here. Just hit run and you see what is happening. I'm going to stop there in this video so that I don't make it too long and too boring. So if you want to see more, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to give you more tips that are going to be helpful to you in your office life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.